What is up, you guys? Master Cars Review here, and today I'm back at BMW Lebanon. Check out the new 2020 BMW X6. I'm so freaking excited for this car, and if you are too, make sure to smash that like button. Alright then, so this is it, the 2020 BMW X6. As you all know, there's a generation of the X6 and it looks more aggressive as ever. We have big 3D shaped kidney grills on the front, which are illuminated as an option when you turn on the lights. You have the same headlights as we get on the X5, and as you know, this is the M50i X6, so you have a more aggressive front bumper with these bronze-like grey-like accents that you get, which looks really good. We have massive wheels on the front and the rear, 21-inch rims, as you can see, with these blue calipers, which I'm a big fan of. And then going on to the rear, to the X6, as you can see, you have this big LED daytime running lights on the tail lights. You have fake grille on the side, but honestly look really good in the glossy black. You have 4 exhaust tips on the bottom, 2 on each side, with this difference in the bumper, the color, as that we have on top. I kind of dig the way this looks. What do you guys think of the exterior of the X6? Alright, so the new X6 is here and loaded with tech. It's the 3rd generation, so BMW have sorted out most of the flaws present previously. It's now bigger, more powerful, definitely more luxurious, and ready to take on its opponents from the likes of Porsche, Mercedes, or basically any manufacturer now aiming for the coupe SUV market that BMW itself created 10 years ago. Now, the X6 M50i we have today is the only example in Lebanon and is unfortunately not available for test drive, but this won't stop us from taking an in-depth look at the interior and exterior details of BMW's famous coupe SUV. Starting price in Lebanon is around $115,000 for the XR40i and goes up to an interesting $160,000 on the V8 M50i. Alright then, so sitting down in the 2020 BMW X6. Now obviously it feels so nice sitting in here. It's the same interior that we saw on the BMW X5. You have these nice door handle designs over here. That's quite different. But on this example you have this beautiful carbon fiber trim that actually looks really good. You have this chunky M Sport steering wheel that I love. You have bulky 10-2 notches at the top with big aluminum paddle shifters behind that. And then your 12.3-inch screens, you have one in the middle for the infotainment screen and the other for the instrument panel. You have 2 big high-quality displays, and it runs on iDrive 7.0. It's one of the best systems on the market, to be honest. I really like the way it's configured. It's really easy to use. And other than that, it's all finished in high-quality leather. You have this extended merino leather seats right here, which looks really good. It's a very nice place to sit in. And actually, the roof kind of feels low, but you have this big panoramic sunroof, which gets the light really good in the cabin. Now we're gonna check the back seat, see if it can fit nicely over there. But overall, I quite like the interior design. Let me know, guys, what do you think about it? So as you can see, this is the new interior. We've got a big chunky M Sport steering wheel with big 10-2 notches at the top, as you can see, very nicely leather wrapped with white stitchings over here in the center. You have the 12.3-inch instrument display right here, which is of very high quality, and the big display that you have. And as I've told you guys previously in other reviews, I mean, it's really responsive, really easy to use. I really like using it. It's of very high quality. Now, as you can see, you have this carbon fiber pattern all around. As on new BMWs, we have this center console arrangement, which is in this portion right here. You have engine start button with a nice M emblem over here on this M50i model. You have your iDrive controller, which is sun sensitive at the top, and you can option it with the crafted clarity package, which is really cool. And if you take a look at everything around the air vents, the piano black, that you have this very nice stitchings even on the doors, this big door handle. You have a lot of controls right here. You can open up the boot from here, from the doors. They've actually switched all the controls to the door right here, which is kind of cool. The carbon fiber weave even on the doors, above the speaker down below. You have also a storage space over here, as on all BMWs. But overall, it's a very nice ambience over here. I really like the way it is. Would you look at this beautiful leather that you get? Some of you guys might remember that we've had a look at almost all new BMWs, one of which is the X5. You'll find that they share almost the same interior, but with different design elements on the center console and the doors. If you look around the interior, everything is wrapped in high quality leather to offer a luxurious feel like never before. I mean, the whole cabin is made of leather, aluminum and carbon fiber in our case. We've never seen such attention to detail at BMW, which is why I re-quote that this G generation has completely transformed / upgraded BMW into not only an ultimate driving machine, but also into a luxury brand now competing strongly against luxury brands like Mercedes and Porsche. The panoramic roof is now standard, while the illuminated Sky Lounge comes in at roughly above $3,100. There's a generous list of standard features such as 20-inch wheels, full adaptive LED headlights, a Sensatec dashboard, Apple CarPlay and many safety features. Our M50i, however, gets 4-zone climate control, wireless phone charging, Wi-Fi hotspot and a Harman Kardon sound system. Many might fear practicality in the X6, but it's actually very decent. The trunk offers 580 liters of space, expandable to 1,500 liters with the rear seats folded, and there's even more space below the trunk floor since the X6 runs on flat tires. Rear visibility is now improved thanks to the new design of the rear, but it still feels restricted as you'd expect. Alright then, so sit down in the back seat of the X6. Now the first thing I noticed when getting into the back, you kind of sit low to accommodate tall people, because as you can see the roof is very slanted and I can't touch the roof if I'm sitting upright, but then again you won't sit like that in normal driving. But then again you have this beautiful leather wrapped armrest with some storage space over here as I'm going to show you, and 2 cup holders, which is kind of cool. And we have a 4-zone climate control, so of course you have your controls over here in the back. So again, it's a nice place to sit in, and as you can see the windows on the doors are actually very small, to help with this sporty feel of the X6. And speaking of that, let's go back to the exterior and talk more about the design. The new X6 is now bigger and wider compared to the previous model, but is in fact 6 cm lower, meaning for a lower center of gravity. Our M50i is powered by BMW's famous 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged N63 V8 engine, delivering 523 horsepower and a massive 750 Nm of torque. This does mean that BMW is dropping its extra 50i naming for this M50i badge on the X5 and the X7 as well. While you can spec your X6 either with the X-Line trim or M Sport package, the latter obviously spices up the whole appearance of the SUV by adding aggressive accents below the headlights, glossy black trim around the windows, and a subtle yet effective rear diffuser. Do not confuse M Sport package with M50i. You can add the M Sport package to the extra 40i, but the M50i gets it as standard. Only the M50i and M50D feature cerium grey accents on the grille and the front bumper. Love it or hate it, the new X6 is definitely an eye-catcher. With pronounced lines and muscular edges, this updated generation seems to have it all. The lighting system makes up the whole impression of the vehicle in my opinion, and the illuminated grille further enhances its presence. For almost $1,700, you can exaggerate that by adding BMW laser light with 500 meters of road illumination ahead, complemented by blue X's inside the headlights. I do fancy the small details of the indirect LED lighting for the kidney grille, but it's only at night that you fully appreciate it. It's barely recognizable under the sun. If you'd like true SUV performance out of your X6, you can get the off-road package for $3,300, available only on the non-M X6 models. It features an M Sport differential, 2 axial air suspension, and 4 different off-road modes. So the X6 can be loaded with new tech and features to offer a truly luxurious ride for both the driver and passenger. We still have to drive this thing to fully give our opinion about it, but I'm really impressed with the overall packaging of the new X6. There's such an appeal to the futuristic design of the rear and aggressive front fascia that personally does it for me. Photos really don't do the X6 justice.